Welcome back to the Silver and Black Radio Podcast, your go-to source for everything on the Las Vegas Raiders. Whether you're a diehard motherfucker like me, or just getting to know Raider Nation, our passionate hosts are here to bring you all the excitement on Raiders football. I'm Shit Show Joe, and welcome to the Silver and Black Radio Podcast. Let's go, Raiders! If not, fuck your team.
And welcome back to the Silver and Black Radio Podcast. I'm your host, Raider Will. And guys, I am here with my misfit crew. I got my boy, Tony B, representing TBH Spoken.
Back at it. Let's go.
I got my girl representing DFW for life, Lady Val. Jesus. Then I got my boy on screen and off screen, Maddie B.
You can't do that. That's mine. Dang, you figured out my secret.
Absolutely. But yo,
Awesome.
guys, breaking news. We finally got our GM. We finally got our head coach. Let's get into it. Tony B, I want to know what you think about bringing the 73-year-old heavyweight. Yo, Pete Carroll is named head coach of the Raiders today, baby. Thoughts?
Man, I'm going to tell you this right now. He wasn't my first choice, but it's not a bad choice. And this is the way I was just telling you before we came on, is everybody wants an experienced coach until we get an experienced coach. They want a coach that can have us battling with the top coaches in the division. And now that we got one, now they're mad. I don't get it. Like I'm seeing a lot of he's 73-year-old, but it was a 3-year contract with an option for the 4th, and they're saying I hope the option is that he's still alive when he's the 4th year. Like it's stupid. It's crazy. He's beyond successful every step of the way. He's gonna have coaches that are gonna want to coach with him. They're gonna have players that are gonna want to play for him. It's a great signing. It's gonna work. And he's got the experience dealing with front office type personnel, so it can help make that connection with the new GM. It's gonna be. I don't see people that are complaining don't have a viable reason when you ask them why you don't want them. I don't get it. So
No, I got you. Yo, Maddie B. Thoughts?
Pete Carroll was my first option. Like, said that numerous times in our chats. Like, I thought Pete Carroll should get it, but I was wrong. Anyways, yeah, I think he's great, man. I think it's a good pickup, and I think it's gonna honestly help not only our team, but I think it'll also help Mark Davis in a way too, because I think he's never had a guy like Pete Carroll where he's had a winning organization and has the background that he has coaching for him. So I think Mark could actually learn a thing or two about consistency with Pete Carroll. Tom Brady already kind of has that, a little bit of mentality, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. But I think it's a great pickup. Yeah, he's 73 years old, but he's not out there playing football. He's coaching. So who cares how old he is? If he can coach the game, that's all that matters. So, and he's proven it time and time again in both college and NFL that he can get it done. So I'm cool with it.
Lady Val.
When we were reading off the candidates for the head coach, I'm pretty sure I said he could probably bring some insight. It doesn't seem bad. And like everybody's like Boba said, everybody's mad, because he's like older, but look at the wisdom and insight he has. He's active, like just be happy we got somebody, okay? It's somebody that has successful, that has been successful in quarterbacks and building a team. So what? He's 73. Be happy, okay? Like, I get it. Like, Raider Nation, like, we are traumatized, okay? We are like, false hope. Like, we get it. But this isn't Josh McDaniels, and, like, come on. Put a little faith into it. It's not that bad, okay? You gotta give everybody a chance.
No, absolutely. Yo, guys, I'm going to tell you the truth. When this news came in, I said, thank you, Jesus. We finally get it together. Look, guys, everybody's going to say, hey, it's just like Tony B said. He's 73. So what?
What?
This
So
guy is
what?
73 and will come and bang the shit out of your grandma. I mean, the man has juice. I mean, like, this dude is 70 years old and he
Mhm.
runs around like he's 35. He's chewing gum. Hey, I'm telling you right now, we're going to see this guy doing the press conference like T.O. did that day. He's out there going to be doing crunches, going to be like, let me put these out. Let me show you guys that I still got it. I mean, like, the man runs up and down the field like he's 35. I mean, like, his energy is just contagious. The way that he's going to attack the team and make the cultural changes and have the proven record, all right? This guy isn't going to come in. Everybody was hyped up about Ben Johnson. I love Ben Johnson. I think he would have been a great pick. But to say that this isn't just a great combination is absolute bullcrap. This is a great combination for the Raiders. You got an experienced coach with a young GM, with the coach also having GM experience. This means that guy is a developer, that he knows what he's doing, that he's drafted well. He was with the Seattle Seahawks for 14 years.
10 of those years in the playoffs.
10 in the playoffs. He has a 60% game winning percentage.
That don't mean shit on the internet.
I don't give a shit about what people think on the internet. I'm just
Yeah,
keeping
like,
it a buck here.
look at the
I
paper
know,
Let's be
trail.
real.
I'm just saying. I see, like, what you guys are saying about all the fucking shit talking on the internet about him, and it's fucking ridiculous, man. Like, everything you just named off is like, how could you not be happy about that pick?
Well, and this is exactly my point. And it's like Tony Bova said. We got people looking at one aspect. Let's be real. Do you guys feel like he can come in and change the culture inside the Raiders? Tony Bova, yes or no?
Absolutely yes. And as long as he can do, he's got 3 years. If he does it in a couple years and turns it around, we might not be looking at a 15, 20-year career, obviously. But we're looking at a change to get us going in the right direction now. Everybody wants to win now.
Gotcha.
I say yes.
Matty B.
Oh, yeah, for sure. 100%. I think he can change it around.
Lady Val.
Yep.
No, go ahead. Go ahead, Matty B.
Go ahead. No, you're good. You're good.
Go on, Matty B.
She wants to hear what you got. What you got? Say it. Let's go.
Say it. Say what you
I think
can.
he's a great fit, man. He's a proven commodity, man. He's no slouch. That's for sure. He's not, yeah, everybody's high on Ben Johnson, like you said, but Ben Johnson's no different than Antonio Pierce when you come down to it. He's never been a head coach. So how do you know he's going to be good? Pete Carroll's proven it again and again and again. So it's an obvious choice for me, so.
I got you, brother. I got you. Lady Val, do you think he can come in and change the culture?
Yeah, okay, so I saw a video today on Instagram, and I don't even know if it's an old video, but he's old in the video, so No, no disrespect, but he's running around. He's throwing the football. You know what I mean? Like he is active, active. If he's moving around, I mean, obviously, like he's building that connection, and that also shows like why he's been so successful at what he has done. Like, look at his resume. Y'all mad about an age. Look at the work he's done. He's a successful man.
Absolutely.
Take it with a
Absolutely.
grain of salt, peeps. Okay? Pull out your chochos, your chonies, man up, woman up, and say, let's get it. Let's do this. Instead of being,
Okay.
I'm just
100%.
saying, I'm just saying.
No, I got you. And guys, I think you guys hit a lot. Here's one thing that Tony said I loved. We are not looking to get this guy for 10, 15 years. What we are looking to do is change the culture within the locker room now to make us successful in the future. Because in order to be successful in the future, we have to set up a foundation now. I just mentioned, hey, this guy has coached in the league for plenty of years. He's going to bring on a staff that he can bring in a guy under his wing and say, hey, you're going to take over. When I am done, you take over, keep doing what we're doing. You're going to learn from this model, and it's going to work the right way. And the way that the Raiders structured the contract, absolute brilliance, okay? I'm going to tell you guys right now, it's 3 years with an option for the 4th year. That puts him at 76 years old. It puts him halfway through Spytek's 5-year deal. Spytek can then decide, hey, I can keep my guy and keep this going, or he can decide, hey, you know what? Thank you, Pete. You've changed the culture. You've done all that you can do. It's time for us to head in a younger direction. Guys, tell me that the Raiders didn't bang it out with 100 besides not getting BJ. Look, if we didn't get Coach Johnson, okay, we would have been batting 1,000. But I'm thinking we're batting at least 950. I mean, like, we got to be at that A+ range right now with the front office that we just got. Matty B, hit me with your thoughts, man.
Yeah, man. You got to start with culture first, and that's where like you say you want to win now. That's where you win now, right now, is starting what you're talking about. Build the locker room and build the culture in the locker room, and everybody comes into that locker room with the max mentality, and it's not one guy here, one guy there. This guy's being partial. This guy's being babied. This guy, gets this. This guy gets this treatment. It's everybody's the same, and this is how we do it, and that's what we need. We have too much turnover, and we need more consistency. So I agree with you on that.
Yes, sir. Tony B.
Man, the way I look at it is not only does he got the experience and the success in all levels, he's going to bring players that are going to want to play for him, coaches that are going to want to learn under him. He's going to bring talent across the board, not just on the field. I mean, he's going to bring quality guys, not just his guys. Because, like, a lot of times you see these coordinators that are hired, that they bring in their guys and their buddies, and they make them feel comfortable. And I don't care if you feel comfortable. I want to win. Bring in some quality coaches that might make you uncomfortable, might make you on the hot seat, make it light a fire under you. Like, the comfort has got us nowhere. We've gotten nowhere with the coaching staff and the players and whatnot. So there has to be this is how it's done. let me show you. Like, he's going to be like our Yoda. He's going to be out there with the wisdom and the one-liners, and he's going to be saying the right thing in the press conference, and it's going to be a success. Now we got to stay healthy too. We stay healthy, we're going to be set. Hire, our coordinators well. Get back, Graham. Sign the people we need to sign. Let's get to work.
Yes, sir. Val, finish up, sis.
I agree with them.
100%. She's like, they took the words right out of my mouth.
Killing it. I'm killing it today, yo. Let's go.
But I mean,
I
like,
know. We missed you, Boba.
I know.
yeah.
I've been handling my things, but it's been off season seems to be a lot more positive, going in the right
Hey,
direction. It gives us hope, and then the season comes, and it makes you sad as fuck. For real though, like, and then everything's ready to go. I'm fired up. Like today, I was like, I don't know how many, because I live up here in Seahawk area, fandom, whatnot, and the talk is like, hey, you're gonna take Geno, you're gonna take DK, which by the way, might not be so bad. The DK part, Geno can stay his ass in Seattle. He's trash there. He'd be trash here. But bringing in players that know the system is gonna be killer. And this offseason just gets fired up. I'm ready to go. I'm excited for that schedule to drop. Get down there to Houston. Show Texas how to get down. Let's go. About to black that bitch out.
We're gonna
yes,
party it
sir.
up.
I'm pumped. I'm ready. Like every offseason, and you know this as Raider fans yourself. Every offseason, we're like, fucking A, let's go. It's our year. And then it's not. But this year looks a lot
It
better.
looks
The
more
horizon looks really bright.
No, absolutely. Hey, you know what? I love what you're talking about there, Tony. The positivity, the energy in the air. I'd be like, you're gonna have the people that are being down about this pick. Absolutely. You're like we already said. You got the people that are already, oh, he's too old. But honestly, what I feel like this has brought a little bit of wind into the Raider Nation sails. A
Hmm.
lot of people that do have a good understanding of football have looked at it and said, man, this is a quality pick. Yo, Matty B, talk to me about the energy, man. Let's see what you got with when you heard, like, again, yo, what did this do to you? And you said, yo, I'm listening, man. And I know that you were on the text thread and everything, but when you saw Pete Carroll come across,
I
He
told you
ordered
so. I
pizza
told you
and had
so.
a pizza party.
I told you so.
I,
I told you so.
I told you so.
No, I kind of wanted to jump on the thread and be like, hey, I did tell you so, but
See,
no, I didn't.
You were sitting there like, I
but
told you.
but I was
Uh-huh.
like, I was just waiting for everybody else to comment on it because I knew it was coming, man. I was like, I've been saying it for a minute, man. I'm pretty sure since those were the two names that came out that I was saying that I think Pete Carroll would be a great fit. And my boss he's a Raider fan too, so like I sent him a text this morning as soon as I found out. He was all ecstatic too about it. He's like, man, now hopefully we can get a quarterback and we can go the right direction and we can start winning and tired of these down seasons because I mean he's
We have
straight.
a
He's from
quarterback.
Oakland area. Yeah, we'll see. I'm not saying shit about quarterbacks right now. I want to see what we do with the fucking guys we
Yeah,
got because
yeah. We're gonna.
you
That's a
know
whole
we'll save
episode
that
by
for another
itself.
that's
show.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yo,
I
Val.
like AOC, but I seriously like with this pick. I really think that if it came down to it, I really think that if AOC was our quarterback, that Pete Carroll could get the best out of him. Like, that's how good of a coach Pete Carroll is, in my opinion. Like, I think he could get the
I can't
listen,
disagree.
all of his
I
players.
really think that Pete can help develop AOC more and help put so much more growth into him because he's that guy. He's that guy with he's a quarterback's coach, or he was.
Mhm. Yeah.
If
He's gonna
there's
do.
any hope for full on potential in AOC, Pete's gonna bring it out for show.
Yeah, 100%. And that's why I liked him as a candidate to begin with, because like I said, Ben Johnson's a hot commodity, man. And like, yeah, you can go get the young guy and go do this and go do that. But you're never guaranteed with that, man. They said the same thing about Josh McDaniels. He was the next up and coming coach, and he was going to do this and he's going to do that. And then he failed in Denver, and then he got his second shot. Who's to say that ain't going to happen with Ben Johnson? Who's to say that, yeah, okay, yeah, it did happen with McVay. Okay, yeah, you could say Sean McVay had a good run, but, Kyle Shanahan maybe. But yeah, McVay's the only one that's won a Super Bowl, if you think about it. Like, all these other young coaches, yeah, they get into the playoffs and stuff, but they can't go any further than that. So it's the veteran coaches that are constantly winning the Super Bowls, like at Kansas City right now, man. So get the guy that knows what he's doing, and those other dudes will come with the coaching staff, in my opinion. Like, you'll get those Ben Johnsons and things like that. So when Pete Carroll, if he brings over the right guys, we could possibly have a Ben Johnson in our own coaching staff that we could just pull out when he's gone, and we don't have to go through this whole fucking mess again. We just hire in the house.
Absolutely. And guys, that's you know what? That's gonna go to their next segment of our show. All right. If we're already talking about it. Yo, let's get into it. His staff. Okay, we got Pete Carroll. We got John Spytek. Guys, this is where we keep adding and saying, hey, there has to be crucial pieces that have to be added to Pete Carroll's team in order for us to be successful. Let's be honest. I mean, like, let me bring up a name, and I'm going to bring up a defensive coordinator's name. And I know that a lot of people are going to be like, hey, there's several names linked to him. One of them is Gus Bradley, who was with us previously, big time cover 3 guy. But I'm going to bring up another name, Ken Norton Jr. You guys remember that guy?
Is he still coaching?
Probably he's not coaching anywhere else. I mean, think about it. You got a guy that just came out of retirement. Let me see if Ken Norton Jr. is actually coaching right now. Ken Norton Jr.
That definitely
here.
would be a comfort pick for Carroll, being that he was on his staff in Seattle.
Yep. Oh, Washington Commanders linebackers coach. Huh.
That's weird.
Talking about picking a guy that right now their defense is playing extremely well.
Hey,
You
not to
could
mention that when he was coaching for us, we had a pretty decent defense.
bro,
If I remember correct, we might.
he was the linebackers coach for the Oakland Raiders from 2015 through 2017. Then he went to be the defensive coordinator for the Seahawks from 2018 through 2021. Defensive coordinator, and then he went to UCLA to be the linebackers coach, and now he's the linebackers coach presently at Washington. This is why I kind of find this interesting. All right, people were like, everybody automatically assumes Gus Bradley because he's still a coordinator, but why not bring Ken Norton Jr.? I mean, like, I remember when their defense played with him, they were inspiring, they were hungry, they got after it. I mean, like, those are the 2 names that I've really heard linked. I don't know of a third right now. I'm working on it. I mean, like, I know that we've only had them since this morning. But guys, what are your thoughts on those 2 names right now? I'm going to start with, I'm going to start with Tony B.
I don't know if you get Ken Norton. If he's with the Commanders and their run, he might be happy there.
But he's only a linebackers coach.
On a possible Super Bowl team. Like, I wouldn't hate the pick. I would just hate the fact that it might be too, like I said earlier, that might be his comfort pick. And I believe he can get that out of somebody else that they hire, if they do hire. And for what position, that coordinator, like, I wouldn't hate the pick, but I'd be surprised if they do make that move on either of the two. Hello? Hello?
Freezing up on us, Bova.
Yeah, you're freezing up on us, Bubba.
I was done, and I just waited, and I was waiting for someone to say something, and no one said nothing. So I'm waiting for you guys to say something. I'm like, I didn't freeze. I just stopped.
All right. Yo,
I was like,
Batty B.
I'm done.
Batty B, what's your thoughts on either bringing Gus Bradley or Ken Norton Jr.?
Well, I agree with Bova 100%.
Wow.
Smart man. Very smart man.
No, man. I think Ken Norton Jr., like I said, when I'm pretty sure he was pretty decent when he was over here. I'm pretty sure when he was with us. I can't recall the year, but I know he was with us. I want to say it was
2015 through 2017, he was our
yeah. So
defensive
that would have
coordinator.
been what? Who was our head coach at that time? Del Rio.
Yeah, I believe so.
So I mean, we had a pretty solid defense when he was there. In our linebacking core, we had Khalil Mack and all those guys back there, and I'm pretty sure Khalil Mack won. What was
Defensive player, rookie of the year.
Yeah, then he won like back to back on both sides, like linebacker and defensive end or something like that. First to do some shit. So I mean, yeah, he's a great. He can work and he knows what he's doing. Now, like you said, Boba, he's on a championship team, but he's a linebackers coach. So if you give him an offer of a defensive coordinator, that's more money and more control. You know what I mean? So I'm not mad if we hire him. Who was the other guy you said?
Gus Bradley.
Gus Bradley. Gus Bradley did pretty good when he was over here too. He's he's got his son to be playing for him too, I guess, like unless we cut him or whatever, but he would be there too as quarterback. But no, he's a decent defensive coach, so I wouldn't be mad about having him back either. So I thought he did pretty decent with us.
Got you. Now, last but not least, Lady Val.
I agree with both of them. But like for real, I really don't know much about them. I have to do my research, so. But I'll agree with them, and until I don't agree, and then I'll say it on the next pod. But in this moment, I'm going to put my faith in Maddie B and Tony, or in Bova. Why did I call you Tony?
Well, that's my first name.
I don't call you Tony though. I always call you Bova.
Know, right? As long as you don't call me Anthony, we're good.
Jesus. But yo, guys, I'm gonna tell you like this. Every single name on there that we just named are legitimate dudes. Gus Bradley, well, like, yes, I know a lot of people don't like his strategy of playing a lot of cover 3. The guy gets production out of his defense. Ken Norton Jr., he gets production out of his defense. And I'm going to tell you another name again. Patrick Graham might stay. He has interviewed for head coaching jobs. He has interviewed all over. Nothing is to say that we will not have the same defensive coordinator. We had the number 15th ranked defense this year.
And they were hurt.
15th!
Yeah. My
And we're
thing with
sitting here, but we're sitting here acting like they're bums. When you had guys get injured left and right,
Mm-hmm.
we had guys depleted on the roster, and you're still the 15th ranked defense? Bro, Dennis Allen is going to Chicago as a defensive coordinator. They say he's a genius. The Saints defense was ranked 27th. 27th out of 32.
But wasn't he the head coach there?
He was the head coach and he's a defensive guru. That's
You
what
know,
I'm saying, man. I'm like, again, we are not getting a bad deal if we get PG, if we
Oh,
get
no.
Ken Norton Jr., if we get Gus Bradley. We are not getting a bad deal. But Raider Nation will make it out to be that every single one of those coaches sucks. Can we be realistic right now, guys? The Raiders' job wasn't the sexiest job out there. To be realistic, it's probably just as bad as the Jaguars, but the Jaguars actually have a quarterback. We can't sit here and say,
Right. He about to
hey,
be traded.
you
he
think
ain't no better than Minchie if you put their stats together.
But again, he's young. They see a future in him. And it might be the coaching. But again, guys, the Raiders' job wasn't that sexy. We have the 6th pick. We don't have the 2nd or 3rd. They can trade Sunshine and still get a quarterback. The Raiders can't. And that's why we need to look at coaches that want to come in and be part of a rebuilding program and believe in Pete Carroll's message. Just stating facts right there, baby.
mm-hmm.
But offensively, okay, we're looking at Darrell Bevell, quarterbacks coach, Miami Dolphins. This guy coached with Pete Carroll when he won his Super Bowl in Seattle. He's been around the block. He's done a lot of things. Let me give you guys a little info on this guy, Bevell. And Bevell has been the quarterbacks coach from 2022 till now. He's the passing game coordinator for the Dolphins. He was the interim head coach for the Jaguars in 2021. He was the offensive coordinator for the Jaguars in 2021. He was the interim coach for the Lions in 2020. He was the offensive coordinator for the Lions from 2019 through 2020. So that means Ben Johnson coached underneath him, took over, okay? Seattle Seahawks from 2011 through 2017, offensive coordinator for the Vikings from 2006 through 2010, quarterbacks coach for Green Bay Packers 2003 2005, assistant quarterbacks coach Green Bay Packers 2000 through 2002, and I mean it goes on and on and on all the way back.
Yeah, hey, sorry for interrupting, guys. I got an important call I gotta take, so I gotta jump off, guys. I'm gonna holler at you guys soon, though.
Be
Yes,
safe.
sir.
All right, brother.
Peace, love, and
Have a good
chicken
night.
grease.
Yep.
But, so obviously this guy has a ton of coaching experience, and he's prepared to take this job. I mean, like, if you look at the resume speaks for itself. Guys, Tua Vailonga, ever since McDaniels has been there, has been revitalized, and we can see what's going on here with him coming over. I can see a quarterback developer. a guy that can help him grow and get better. Matty B, thoughts?
Yeah, no. I think if he's got a great resume, honestly, if you think about it, like quarterbacks coach to, you know, what's he, offensive play caller or the
Yeah, he's
coordinator over
offensive.
there?
He's been a head coach. He's been an offensive coordinator. He's been a quarterbacks coach. He's been a wide
Yeah,
receivers
so I
coach.
mean, he's got a great background, and like I said, and like we say this all the time, you don't have to be a great head, you don't have to be a great coordinator to be a great head coach. Some people just aren't like that. So it sounds like he thrives pretty good when it comes down to being a coordinator or being a positions coach or something like that. He's got a proven track record. So, somebody like that can come over. Like I said, like if it comes down to like if AOC was our quarterback, then you know we have Carroll there. You get that guy over there. Who knows? You could have the um, what's it? What's his Sam Darnold? Is that the dude over there?
For
Is that the dude over
Miami,
there?
Tua
No,
Vailonga.
no. Who's the dude over in Minnesota right now?
Sam
They just
Darnold with
Sam Darnold. He like how he just revived his career. You know what I mean? So I mean, you could have something like that to that effect with people like that. You know what I mean? So, um, I'm not opposed to it, but I don't really know too much about the guy that I could be like, yeah, that's the dude. But in my opinion, I wouldn't mind having him. Because that would be a great asset to have to help keep these guys advancing, I guess. I don't know how to say it. I'm
No,
fucking
I
thought
got
about
you.
a thought for a second.
All right, sis. Hey, what's your thoughts on this guy?
I don't know anything about him.
No, don't know. Okay. Look, for me, it's this. What this guy has done is proven that he has a track record that he's, like you said, Matt, he's a better coordinator than he is head coach. But what I want to see is if we bring this guy, is he going to bring offensive innovation? Is he get a guy that can develop quarterbacks? And if you look at him from his record here and his resume,
Mm-hmm.
I'd be like, he's proven that he can develop guys under Pete Carroll. He's also proven that he can get the job done. He has a Super Bowl win as an offensive coordinator. Again, I'm not saying that this is the guy. We are
Mm-hmm.
saying that this guy has an extensive resume that can be a potential offensive coordinator for the Raiders underneath Pete Carroll. So I'll be like, guys, that's just one name to look out for. On the next episode, we're going to bring more coaches and more people to that and bring more
And we
guys to the
don't have to
table.
worry about Robert coming over because he signed with the Niners,
Yeah,
right?
with the 49ers. Yeah, Robert Saleh just signed with the 49ers. So
And
he's
I
their
just
They're
DC.
heard
the
too
defensive coordinator.
while I was getting my wife some stuff at the store, that Brian Schottenheimer is now the head coach for the Dallas Cowboys.
Yes, he is.
So they finally I think they were honestly looking at Pete Carroll. Honestly, I think that's who they were looking at, and I don't know. I think it was.
Can I be real with you there? I mean, that's another situation where the job isn't sexy. The job right there is a tough job. You're coming into a job with an overzealous owner. Jerry Jones is overzealous, and I mean, he's a victim of his own success. He's living in the 90s. He literally is tearing his team apart. He doesn't know how to step aside. And the reason that Brian Schottenheimer, and I mean, not that he's not a good coach, okay? I'm not going to say that guy's not a good coach. But who else would want that job? Look, it was the same thing with the Raiders, okay? Everybody keeps saying, oh, we should have got Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson never wanted to be the Raiders head coach. He took the interview because Tom Brady called him, and it's called common courtesy.
Yeah, because think about it. If Tom Brady wasn't here, he never
He
answers
would
that
have
phone.
never made the call. He would have never. He literally said the only reason I took it was because Tom Brady.
Mhm.
So Raider Nation getting hyped up saying, oh, blah, blah, blah. Dude. No. He literally did one interview over the internet and said, okay, thank you guys for the opportunity, blah, blah, blah. They can get enamored, whatever. But he never said, hey, I really want to be like, let's get another interview going. Let's line something else up. No. So again, for us, it was like, man, for Pete Carroll to come as a Super Bowl winning coach, I get nobody wants him because of his age. I get that.
I don't care.
But
I don't
he's
care.
got so much benefits. Like he's got so much wisdom and skill.
I can tell
Because
you right now that
Le-
Pete Carroll in our division, minus Andy Reid, probably has the best overall
winning
stat
percentage.
statistics and a winning percentage out of all the head coaches we have in that division right now.
Bro, he brought the Raiders legitimacy in the division.
Mm-hmm.
We are in a division of head coaches that are pit bulls. You got Sean Payton, Super Bowl winning head coach. You got Andy Reid, 3-time Super Bowl winner.
4. You won one
4
with
times.
Billy.
No, he lost one.
Oh, no, that's right. Oh, yeah, that's right. He lost one with Philly. My bad.
Then
Sorry, I
you
had to pay
got,
attention.
it's all good, bro. It's all good. Yo, then you have Harbaugh, who has won a national championship and has taken a team to the Super Bowl. Yes, he lost, but he still took a team to the Super Bowl. Now you bring in Pete Carroll, who's won one and lost one and won a national championship. This brings legitimacy to the coaching staff, to the Raiders coaching staff, and it brings legitimacy to the people up front. I don't care what nobody says. Bringing Liam Cohen does not bring any legitimacy. He's a young coach that hasn't proven anything. Ben Johnson is another young coach that has proven that he can only manage one side of the ball. He hasn't managed that he can draft. It doesn't mean that he can do all that other stuff. So Raider Nation, sit down and watch this dude operate.
Yep. Bam. Thanks, dude. I wish you had like a mic drop or something. Grab that one right there.
Let's get on to our Sister Val segment for game day. I feel like we're already getting into that time. So, sis, do we got what games we got this week?
Where's my binder?
You want me to bring those up?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
no.
I was not prepared. I was not prepared.
Hey, all right, guys.
You know what? I will be nice. I will be nice.
Yo, so we got game, and both of them are on Sunday, by the way.
Can one of you write this down?
That's only 2 games, sis.
Oh, well, still.
So, I got you. We'll write it down after.
I got it right here.
All right. We got Washington Commanders versus the Eagles.
Ooh.
Okay. And, yo, I'm going to start this one. I'll start this one. I'm going to tell you it's going to be a tight game. But I'm going to tell you the factors that will matter into this game. The weather and the run game. If Jalen Hurts has to throw for over 200 yards, the Eagles will lose. Right? If he throws for under 200 yards, the Eagles will win. I believe that the Commanders are in such a hot streak right now that they're going to come to within one play of going to the Super Bowl, and the Philadelphia Eagles and what is it, Gilly Willie, or with the thing that he does in his little dance, will be dancing his way to the Super Bowl in New Orleans with the Eagles.
Mm.
Maddie B.
Fuck. You know what? I'm gonna go with fucking. I'm gonna go with Washington in this game. Go with Washington.
All right, you got Washington in this game. I want you to tell me how Washington wins this game. Give me
How
your
Washington?
formula for Washington beating the Eagles.
By a field
Washington's
goal.
gonna come out playing like they did against the Lions. I've already told this before. The team that can beat the Lions is the Philadelphia Eagles, and we've seen the Eagles flutter this year. Yeah, they got great pieces, but when they're off, they're off. You know, it's not just a little bit. It's the pass game's off, the run game's off, the quarterback's off, the whole fucking team is off when they're off. Okay, so they got to play a perfect game this week against a young team that nobody has really any tape on. You know what I mean? So I mean, this Jaden Daniels is playing fucking lights out right now, dude. Like, I know why they didn't get rid of him last year on that pick, because look at this. Like,
Oh,
this
he's a
kid's
beast.
fucking blowing people away right now with fucking the way he's playing. And I gotta give it to the kid, man. Like, I want to see an actual fucking rookie quarterback make it to the Super Bowl. I think that would be some fucking badass fucking stat that nobody could beat for a long time.
All right, sis. What's your thoughts?
So I want to say the Eagles, but something is telling me Washington.
Ooh,
That's why I said earlier I was like Washington, right? I don't know. It just feels that way. It
hey,
really
they're riding
feels
a
that
hot
way.
streak. They're playing
By
out of their minds. They're playing really well. But here's the thing: have you guys ever heard of premature ejaculation?
Hell yeah.
I think they blew their load already.
Oh, no way, dude.
I
no.
think they blew
They're
their
still
Mm-mm.
load
blowing it right
with
now, dude.
Detroit.
They're still blowing it, dude.
That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say on that. All right. Yo, then we got Bills, Chiefs. Sis, I'll let you start.
I think Bills are gonna win.
Nothing else. Bills. Maddie
Fuck
B.
KC is all I gotta
Uh,
say.
so, Val, you had Washington and you had Philly, right? Will?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just making sure I had all that right. I don't want to write the wrong names on the wrong. All right.
Washington's gonna win by a field goal.
So, here we go. This is what I was going to get into, okay? Washington's going to win this, and they're going to go to the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah.
And then the Buffalo Bills, okay, are going to come in and they're going to pull out a miraculous win against the Kansas City Chiefs. And they're going to go to the Super Bowl, and they're going to finally get their first Super Bowl victory against the rookie quarterback, where they finish blowing their load.
Okay. Sis?
What? I'm keeping my comments to myself because I can say so much.
Yeah.
I'm
Bills,
being
Chiefs.
good. I'm being good. I said Bills. Fuck
Oh, you
KC.
said Bills already, right?
Fuck KC.
Yo, I'm going to tell you like this. Nah, I think the Bills are going to come in there and just manhandle the Chiefs. I really think what's going to happen is the Bills' defense is going to play really well. In order for this to really be a successful game for the Bills, their defense has to contain Patrick Mahomes and bring incredible amounts of pressure, throwing him making him uncomfortable. What I do like about the Bills is that they're able to run the football. And in cold games that, suffer like this, man, you got to have that. And they have the quarterback that has the arm strength to whip it in Arrowhead. So I see the Bills pulling off a win. It's not going to be an easy one. I think this one might even come down to a crazy field goal that, might be 30, 40 plus. I don't see I see the Bills. If the Bills get out in front, I see them manhandling. I just don't see the Chiefs being able to pull this one off. I really feel like they're not the team that they were before. But
Well,
of course, we've said that before.
Are we gonna get fined if we say the refs might have a fucking say so in this too? Or
the refs will, but I'd be like, again, that's part of the game. But I'd be like, the Bills got to put themselves in a position where the refs don't freaking. It doesn't matter what they do.
Yeah, we've seen that Super Bowl with Tom Brady.
Now we have Tom Brady. But all right, guys, make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, and comment. You guys also stay tuned as we will be putting out more episodes as we got Ladies Bow Corner activated, where she's bringing all the fans to you and bringing an in-depth look at what they do, who they are, and what they do. So, Val, tell us a little bit about your segment and what did you make it about?
It's about the fan. It's about you, the viewer. You could any sport, any team. Um, just why you love the team that you do. What makes you a diehard fan? What makes you a super fan? How'd you get into it? It's all about you. It ain't about me. But it's fun. It's fun. And now I just gotta look for my second victim.
That's right. Yo, we want you guys to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Make sure that you guys hit us up if you guys get a chance. Let us know what we could do better. And guys, at the end of the day, it's all about one team. It's all about one nation. It's all about the Raiders!
Raiders!